Hello everyone, and welcome back to Coloring with Haley. It is time for my monthly haul video, and I'm filming this a little bit early. Usually I film everything at the end of the month, but everything has finally come in that I ordered at the beginning of November with my Amazon gift card. It just took a while because of the holidays, and I'm going on a ban from Amazon because Christmas is coming up soon, and I've been told not to order anything off Amazon. So, we will take a look. I've just got 3 coloring books here, and then one thing that's not a coloring book or a coloring supply specifically, but that will be used on the channel, so we'll talk about it. Of course, one of the first things that I ordered, well, not first things that I ordered, I guess, one of the last things that I ordered, technically. Yeah, this would be the last thing. I had to think about it. I got it as soon as I saw it go up. Creepy Chibi by Coco Wyo. I just did a flip through on this, and I just got this in. This took forever to get to me. I don't know why. I'm guessing it's just the holidays and has nothing to do with specifically ordering from Coco Wyo off Amazon, because I know they just get printed at a facility. I'm thinking it was just the holidays. But it was processing for like forever. This took really long to get to me. But it is finally here, and I haven't had it very long, so I haven't even got to start anything in it. This one's definitely more creepy than cute. But if you like creepy, this is a good one. This is 40 images, black background on nearly all of them, black backing on the pages, no repeats. You guys are probably familiar with how Coco Wyo does their stuff. So that was one of the books I ordered this month that I was really excited about. I'm thinking this was probably supposed to come out for Halloween, but for whatever reason they just didn't get it up in time. Next, I picked up some Christmassy books. This is Color Quest's Winter Wonders. That's kind of what I used that gift card on. I was getting a few books to color for Christmas because I don't have too many Christmas books. This is a Christmas book and just a general winter book. It's probably got an even amount of Christmas pictures and an even amount of winter pictures. And this is by the same company that did those ginormous Color Quest books, like the ones that won't even fit on my camera. They're so huge. But now they have scaled them down. Let me see if I can get a book here. Here's Hannah Lynn's Whimsy Girls, which is just kind of a standard-sized book compared to this. It's just like a tiny bit shorter, like maybe a centimeter. So they are much more manageable. If you were afraid to color one because you didn't want to color that gigantic book, they now have them in regular size. And I think they still have a big one. I think it is called Big or Giant or something like that. So you'll notice there'll be a difference with the names. And they have animals, masterpieces, and winter wonders, I believe. Yeah. It says on the art, it says on the back, amazing art and amazing animals. And then they have their big one. And I'm not sure if the big one is new pictures or not, or if it's kind of a re-release of the other big one. I'd have to look at that. This does feature all new pictures, but like the other Color Quest books, it has different shapes. So it's got squares, diamonds. There's a circle page in here. Let's see what else there is. Hexagons. Let's see if I see any triangles. Yeah, there's triangles. Okay, lots of triangles. I think that might be all the shapes. Looks like it. But I will say that they are very small. I'm sure that it won't even show up on camera, the numbers or anything. The spaces are teeny, teeny, tiny. So if you have eyesight that's not so great, this may not be the book for you. It is hard for me to see even because it is so light. I really have to be up on it for whatever reason they just used. I mean, I know that the lighting kind of disappears when it's colored, but they could have made it a little bit darker and a little bit easier to see, I think. I do know some people have the magnifying glass lights, and I think that would be very helpful. But just keep in mind it is very hard to see even for me. And of course the images are horizontal and vertical. For example, this one is horizontal. And you've always got a color key at the bottom, and the color key varies by image. There's not too much to show you with this one. I did color a page out of it, and it was more difficult than I expected. But I will show you the answer key at the back. So if you don't want to see that, just skip ahead. And here is the first page of answers, and you can kind of see the back of what I colored. So you can see you've got, you know, some Christmassy things here, but a lot of just general winter pages as well. And then you've got your second page of answers. This paper is really thick too. There you go. Here's your second page of Antlers. You can see that there's another vertical page there as well. So it's got a nice mix, and lots of blues in this one. So if you're looking for something that uses a lot of blue, this would be good for you. But I do think it is a bit more difficult than I was expecting, and again, like I said, just hard to see, so keep that in mind. However, good, and I like it, and I think I will try to get the Amazing Animals that's on the back, but we'll have to see. And next, I think, comes as no surprise to anyone, I did pick up Jade Summer's Easy Christmas before, of course, everything happened and they're not on Amazon anymore. You'll have to go to Lulu to buy their books. They're going to have physical copies on there and digital. But I loved the Halloween one so much, I had to get the Christmas one. You can see that I've already colored a few pages out of this. Let me skip to some that I haven't colored. Here we go. Here are some of the examples in here. This is mostly Christmas, but it does have a few winter pages. So you could color on it throughout the year. Same thing as the Easy Halloween, where it sort of has a little bit of grayscaling, or you can use that as a guide for your shading. You've got 50 unique images, and you have them vertical and horizontal. We'll take a look at some horizontal pictures here too. So this is a good one. I'm happy that I got it. I haven't checked their Lulu website yet to see if this is up there on physical or if it's still just digital. I know they were working on getting things offered as physical books, so you will have to check that out for yourself and see if it is up. But this one I'm excited about. And the last thing that I got that I said isn't really a supply or a coloring book is a little journal that I got from Walmart. I think this was $5 at Walmart. I had been looking for journals to use on the channel that had goal pages on them. Specifically, I wanted a goal page, and I'll tell you why in a minute. And I went to Barnes & Noble, and they're very nice. And if you were someone that could keep up with the journaling, they're great for the price, but I don't know if I can keep up with it, so I didn't want to spend that much. So I got this at Walmart for around $5. And it just has, I'm not really sure if it's supposed to be like a mineral or water or what, just some kind of bluish purple pattern on it. And I guess it's more of a planner than a journal, I should say. This started out in October, but I didn't get it until like halfway through November, so there's nothing for October or November, but it does have goals for the month, things for you not to forget, birthdays, events, quotes, and you've got like blank space down here. And then it goes to a calendar for that month, and then it goes to the layout where it's weekly. And so you have a bigger space to write down more specific events for every week. And here you go. You can see that was all of October. I didn't do anything, like I said, I didn't want to start at halfway through November, but again, you've got your goals, don't forget, birthdays, events, extra space, quotes, and here at the back, I'm not exactly sure how many extra pages this is, because I didn't count, and it, of course, doesn't say anywhere on this, but you have some extra pages for notes here that are just lined like a regular notebook, and there are quite a few of these, so plenty of room to write down whatever you need. But my idea for this was I have seen a lot of people use these to kind of enhance their YouTube channel. I know Michelle from Kits and Caboodles does, and so does Jamie. She uses one. They kind of write down little goals for the month, and I like that idea more than trying to have one big year-long goal, like the 10 books to finish. So I think I'm going to try that next year. But like I said, I've never been a person to get a planner or a journal and like actually finish it through the year. I usually drop it after a couple months, so it's going to kind of be a challenge in itself is to keep with it. But I did like the idea of having a few goals to write down, some extra space to make some notes for the month, maybe color alongs that people are going to do that month, things I don't want to forget that month. Maybe I don't want to forget to film this idea or whatever, you know. And then I thought, because I don't write the dates in my books for when I finish a page because I just don't like to, I thought I could write them, of course, on the little calendar here. You know, so say I colored a page on the 8th out of Easy Halloween, for example, back in October, I could have wrote that down rather than having it on the back of the book. So that's my little plan for this, and I think it was good for the price, especially. It's thinnish paper, but I mean, I'm not going to be using watercolors or anything in it, just a regular pen. But it is, for the price especially, I think nice. And it's by Pen and Gear. This was not wrapped in plastic or anything, like some of the ones at Barnes & Noble, especially the fancier ones are. It's one that you can just flip open and look through. They didn't have any other colors or anything like that. It was just this or nothing else, so I went with that. Or at least that was at my Walmart. Your local Walmart may have something else. But I just really like the idea of attempting to set some goals for each month, some priorities, even, you know, look here for a week, and trying to go along with them. Or I can at least use it to write down, you know, oh, I colored this page then. And I could, even if I wanted to, in the weeks, I could say, I colored this page on the 27th and I used these markers, these pencils, whatever, because I'm bad about not remembering what supplies I used or remembering to mention what supplies I used because I don't write it down, you know. So that's my idea for this. And I'm excited to start it next year. I don't know if I want to start in December, because of course December is blank, or if I kind of want to start it in January. We'll see what I decide to do. And I'm thinking about using the notes section at the back of the book back here to write down all of the books I own, because I don't catalog those either. I know some people do. I know some people use like Excel and make these really big catalogs of all the books they own, but I might write down what books I own before the year starts, and then write down what I bought during the year, and I can kind of see where I'm at, see how many books I own, maybe see how many pages I've colored in them too. Say like, oh, I bought this book this year, let's look at it and see how many pages I colored. Was that really a good purchase kind of thing, you know? So that's my plan for this, and that is my small little haul. Some Christmas books, and then of course a creepy book snuck in there because I just had to. Coco Wyo does have a Christmas Chibi book out, by the way. If you haven't seen that, you might want to check that out, but I just don't color all that much for Christmas, so I didn't want to get too many Christmas books. But if you're interested in Chibis and Christmas, they did put one out. So, thank you guys so much for watching my haul video. I hope you enjoyed.